Your brain is the most important organ in your body, so for obvious reasons we should be taking mental health extremely seriously. It can be really tough to diagnose mental health issues, but a new tool might be right here in our hand on Instagram.
There's around 100 million photos uploaded to Instagram every single day. The thoughts are real, people. So there's a lot of visual information on this app. Currently, general practitioners are able to diagnose depression correctly 42% of the time. So scientists thought maybe they could step in and use machine learning, image processing, and data extraction to actually see if they could look at people's Instagrams, analyze them, and figure out who was depressed and who wasn't.
Past studies have shown that depression is associated with decreased social interactions with other people, so using face recognition software, they were able to analyze the photos to see how many other people were actually in them. And since Instagram is a place where you sort of document your life, they're able to see how many people you actually hang out with.
Another past study had found that healthy individuals are more likely to use brighter and more vivid images, whereas depressed individuals use darker and grayer images on a whole. Based on these factors and many others, they decided to test it. They took 166 participants, of which 71 were depressed, and they analyzed their Instagrams. They used purely computational means, so there was pixel analysis, facial recognition, metadata parsing, so they were able to look at a large amount of information with barely any human input.
And it worked. This method was actually able to diagnose depression at a better rate than a general practitioner could on their own.
So these are the results. Having more comments but less likes was more common in depressed individuals.
That's pretty interesting. I can't really think of why more people, like, that would almost assume that you had more
less
people,
friends?
or more friends if there's more comments, right?
But less likes. I feel like likes are like the passive thing that you do. But that is interesting.
If you posted more, that was also an indicator that you could be depressed.
I think that makes sense. Because I feel like if you're posting more, maybe it's like an indication that you're wanting more validation, or
yeah,
you
or
need
that
more
you
validation.
like have the time. Like when you're out with friends and stuff, maybe you don't have as much time to be posting.
Yeah, that's true. There's so many factors. The depressed participants were more likely to post photos of their faces, but as predicted, they did actually in fact have less other people in their photos.
Okay, I mean that's what the whole premise was suggesting, right?
That does make sense.
Less social interaction in actual depressed people is an indication.
And I feel like our Instagram's mostly just photos of our faces with
but is it weird when you're like
what, having to be YouTubers?
An online like person?
It is weird, because then you're like, people are telling us we have to like post body photos.
It's stupid.
I would rather just post photos of all of my friends. We should just post photos of all of our friends.
Okay.
But then maybe people will be bored. Oh no, our friends are really cool, so
Lastly, depressed participants were less likely to apply filters on their photos.
That is so interesting and weird. I didn't even know people didn't put filters on their things.
True.
I always put filters.
And then unless it's like an amazing photo and then you're like #no filter. But like photos, I guess, or filters like really, they make your photos really
more vibrant and more bright, and that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
but that is weird. So this does all seem kind of like weird, but I do feel like we pretty much are cyborgs at this point. My phone is so important to me. It says a lot about me, so I do really think that looking at people's Instagrams account and using this information could be a really great start with helping to diagnose mental health issues.
Mental health resources are generally underfunded in a lot of countries in the world, so this is a much more cost-effective method by using technology that's already out there and that people are already using. One of the biggest problems for this study was actually finding participants willing to give over their Instagram accounts even after signing many privacy agreements. Clearly we hold this information pretty close to us because even though we're sharing the photos with the world and our friends, we actually don't know if we want others to know what could be behind them.
It's kind of interesting because this study was not the first to use social media. They've done a lot of other studies using Twitter or Facebook textual posts to decide whether or not you were depressed. But now we've got Instagram, we've got visual information, so if you use all of like the social media that we use, our arsenal of social media, if you will, I feel like it could give a really accurate depiction of whether or not you're depressed or not. So I feel like, I don't know, this might be the future. This is a really cool study, so let us know what you think. Okay, there's a lot of photos of just me on my Instagram, so maybe that means I'm depressed or a narcissist. Different video. But yeah, follow us, tell us what you think of our lives.
Thank you for watching as always, and we will see you next time. Bye!